What is something socially acceptable today that might get banned in the next 100 years? Wearing a mask in a bank. So you're saying quarantine will be over by 2120? Bold. Probably going to be a quarantine for some new disease by then, if the patterns seen from prior centuries mean anything. Spanish flu was almost exactly 100 years ago. LMAO. Cholera was 200 years ago too. Great Plague of Marseille was 300 years ago, in 1720, and smallpox 1 year later. Going to work sick, especially now. There's no way that it should be allowed to force your employees to come to work while suffering with an illness that could be spread to other employees. One can hope, for many, not going into work sick means being fired or not making ends meet on payday. The way we willingly share our information online, eventually the pendulum is going to swing to the other side and we are going to limit what companies take from us. Granted, I do feel like this change is not going to come out of goodwill, but it's going to happen nonetheless. Multi-level marketing. Any commercial directed towards children under the age of 12. This is already in practice in a few European countries. Tail docking and ear cropping as breed standards in dogs, unless they are legit working dogs. It's basically mutilating an animal for no good reason. Ducking single-use plastic. The breakdown of socially accepted / agreed upon knowledge. A majority of the world just walks around with a fact-check device in their pocket. It's not like it's hard to do a few Google searches. People are just stupid and think they know everything. I second this opinion. I'll edit. I would like to bring emphasis to the fact it was like socially accepted / agreed upon topics. Some of you don't seem to understand stuff like politics or arcane wizardry and stuff that is widely accepted / agreed upon in society. So I mean maybe y'all should read a bit more, no offense / view 200D. Does daylight savings time ban count? Do you mean daylight savings time, or do you mean switching between standard time and daylight savings time? Because duck if you're going to take my 9:30 PM sunsets away. Hopefully keep the longer days in the summer, and just don't adjust in the winter. Companies demanding unnecessary personal information to do business with you. I want to exchange cash for goods. You do not need my name, phone number, home address, credit card, social security number, and to set up a store account. American football will probably change a lot. It's already different than it was 2 Super Bowls ago. How so? So many rule changes have limited the ways defenses can tackle. This has led to way more offense overall. Ah yes, the offensive spectacle that was Super Bowl ie. Bottled water in sizes less than 1 gallon. Child marriage. Like, why the duck is child marriage legal in most of the United States? Yes, they are making a big deal about states that have recently banned child marriages, and I'm thinking, wait, recently? United States wise, I really think we are going to come down on these lifetime politicians. Also the amount of lobbying that takes place that does not have the voters in mind, and the amount of money they make. Keep dreaming. Lying about your child's age so you can make brand deals. Factory farming, fossil fuels, mass deforestation. For-profit health insurance. Bottled water. Seriously, what's up with that? I hate going to the grocery store and seeing people buy 3, 4, sometimes 5 cases of bottled water when they go on sale. Not vaccinating your kids. Having an opinion out of line with what China deems acceptable. LMAO, you just landed on 50 hit lists. Labor is used for mining, but how else will we get that sweet diamond armor? Mine it yourself. Needless animal cruelty. I can't believe our civilization ignores this. I mean, when is animal cruelty needed? Honest and kinda sad answer. Medical research. You can either A. Stop trying to develop new drugs and treatments altogether. B. Put humans at risk to test new treatments in their early stages. Or C. Put animals at risk to test treatments in their early stages. We as a society decided on option C. And while there are all sorts of ethical codes and regulations surrounding animal testing, and the vast majority of scientists try to be as ethical about it as possible, that doesn't mean that the animals don't suffer. The sacrifices made by testing animals around the world and throughout history have saved literally uncountable numbers of human lives and other animal lives, and I feel like that contribution should be honored more often. Honest and kinda sad answer, medical research, but I'm sure there are areas outside medical research where animal cruelty can be minimized or eliminated. Outsourcing labor to impoverished countries with slave wages. Driving your own vehicle. Wonder how stock car racing will look in 100 years. It'll probably still be around. People don't ride horses regularly anymore, but you still see horse racing. Showing people pictures of your kids when no one asked. We can all dream. Am I the only one that doesn't have a problem with this? I don't have any kids because I'm young, but I think it's cool they're proud of their children enough to show them off. I'm sort of the same. I don't really want to see your kids, but if you're excited to show me, I'm more than happy to play along. Petroleum powered vehicles. It sounds cringe, but I'm gonna miss petrol cars. I imagine some will still exist, but as like a novelty item. Kind of like old cars do now. Burning fossil fuels to generate electricity. Nukes and renewables are the way to go. Even with Chernobyl and Fukushima factored in, nukes cause hundreds of times fewer deaths than fossil fuels per terawatt hour. Shout out to cigarettes. Hopefully these coffin nails will be extinct before 2100. Eating animals. Not a vegan or vegetarian. I'm a chef who loves his meat. However, with all the meat alternatives on the rise, I reckon this might get phased out in the next 100 or so years. Yeah, once lab-grown / meat alternatives get cheaper than animal meat, it's going to be pretty socially unacceptable to eat animal. That would be cool, but I doubt the meat industry will let go easily. I guarantee there will be studies coming out that are backed by the meat industry about how lab-grown meat isn't as good for you and isn't the authentic taste or some shit. Unfortunately, that's why a lot of these suggestions will never become true. Large companies with lots and lots of money. Producing an item without end-to-end capture in recycling / waste. Not giving your kids phones and other tech early in their lives. People will be clamoring to have the latest iPhone 120 implanted into their newborn so they can get a head start on life. Actually, it's so they can see every second of their baby's life. Shut up and take my money. Dress code at a certain supercenter. Single-use plastics, fossil fuels, and smoking. If the guys running the world get their heads out of their wallets, that is. Or if we, eat them. Just saying. Vote and be conscious about what you buy and wear from everyone. Be supportive of practical actions if you can. Your comment about guys running the world getting their heads out of their wallets is the major problem. Many, if not all, of the things posted here only exist because people who own these companies and are actively contributing to the damage of our society have no morals. They don't care who lives and who dies as long as they keep seeing the numbers in their bank accounts go up. If people hoarding wealth at the top learn to live modestly and take care of their neighbors, the world would be a much better place. Maybe I'm just an idealist, but I believe it's possible. Factory farming. Hopefully. Hitting or spanking your kids. Thanks for watching. Don't leave before leaving a like to this video.